honorable mention, Daniela Hernandez. And from Pacific, 2018 GCC Player of the Year and First Team All-Conference selection, Sarah Christmas. Fellow First Team selection, Mariana Duarte. Second Team All-Conference, Rachel Krieger.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Burns Aquatics Center on the beautiful campus of Loyola Marymount University. I am Jonathan Grace, alongside Daniel Roth and Tyler Haw. We'll be bringing you your commentary this afternoon in the title game of the GCC Women's Water Polo Championship. Here, as we said, on the Burns Aquatics Center. We'll run through your lineups in just a minute. Before the game, what are your keys to the game today, Daniel and Tyler?
Well, some of the assets that Pacific Water Polo has is their press. They have a very strong press, and they've been able to eliminate a lot of their opponents through using that tactic.
Yeah, and the Lions are using more of a drop defense. They're not as high pressing on their lanes, but nonetheless very efficient. We had a great defensive stop, especially the first game of the weekend, 8-1 victory over Santa Clara. It was a big game for them.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, guys. We'll run through your lineups real quick for the 2018 roster for Loyola Marymount. We'll run through the full thing, and then we'll give you your starters. The three goalkeepers for the Lions, Sky Flores, Jacqueline Verdugo, and Claire Wright, who will be starting in goal today. Followed by number 2, Katie Hungerford, Daniela Hernandez, Melissa Moore, Ariana St. Oger, Reagan Denny, Abby Gross, Morgan Malloy, Lauren Owens, Brianna Quaid, Serena Zafiris, Julie Zanabini, Marissa Bryan Monago, Kiana Hamstripe, Ryan Marie Ikes, Havana Campo, Annika Armstrong, Alina Sanchez, and Hannah Villanova. Your starters for today for the Lions. In goal, Claire Wright, the senior. And number 2, the junior, Katie Hungerford, Daniel and Daniela Hernandez. Number 2s and 3, 7 and 8, Abby Gross and Morgan Malloy. Followed by number 14, Kiana Hamstripe. And last but not least, number 24, Hannah Villanova. Now let's meet the starters for Pacific, where the Tigers in goal, Alexis Hollenreich. Number 4, Alish Gwynn. Number 5, Mariana Duarte. Number 7, Victoria Thomas. Number 8, Kira Christmas. Number 12, Carolina Alvada. And last but not least, number 22, Rachel Krager. We'll get things rolling in just a couple of minutes here. They're doing the starting lineups on the field here, or at the pool side rather, here at Burns Aquatics Center. As we mentioned, Pacific coming into this game, the number 1 seed, LMU, the number 2 seed. Your matchup in goal today is Claire Wright for the Lions and Alexis Hollenreich for the Tigers. Hollenreich with an overall record of 5 and 7, with a 39.2 save percentage, compared to Wright, who's 14 and 12, has a 62.8 save percentage. How do you think it's going to play out between the goals today?
Both goalkeepers have a lot of talent.
Morgan Hunt with our national anthem here at Burns Aquatic Center. The two teams high-fiving before they will go to their respective benches, and we will get this game started, the title game in the Golden Coast Conference, LMU and Pacific. Before the break, we were talking about Claire Wright and Alexis Hollenrake, the two goaltenders for today. And we mentioned our starters as well. So Pacific first into the pool, and LMU shortly to follow. LMU with Kyle Witt in his 9th season at the helm. And for Pacific on the other side, James Graham in his 6th season with the Tigers. A beautiful day here at Burns Aquatic Center. Nice and warm. It's a windy day as well. And LMU gets ready. The starters prepare to jump in the pool in unison. And there they go. With both of these teams having exceptionally strong seasons. LMU, as we said, the number 2 seed coming into this tournament game, 6-1 in the GCC, an overall record of 16-14. Pacific, on the other hand, 7-0 in the GCC and 15-7 overall. Both of these teams on win streaks as well. Pacific with a 5-game win streak, and LMU coming into this one with a 6-game win streak, and here we go.
Pacific wins the sprint.
Kira Christmas trying to draw an ordinary foul up top.
Ball gets inside. Steal from the lines.
So Claire Wright able to deny the Pacific Tigers an opportunity and will allow a chance for LMU to answer back.
Lions on the power play here. There's exclusion on the counter. Number 8, Kira Christmas, has been excluded.
Shot from the outside, and it's good for LMU, who draws first blood. Number 24, Hannah Villanova, the junior from Barcelona, Spain, striking first for LMU, and it's 1-0. We'll get things rolling here again with Pacific. Number 8 up top. Having trouble finding.
Ball gets inside. Draws the ordinary. Kicks out to number 4.
8 seconds. Work Kira. Watch your back, Kira.
5 now on the shot clock.
Lions going for the steal.
Great steal by Abby, number 7 for the Lions.
It's Abby Gross from Perth, Australia, the sophomore. He now tries to start things off from up top under heavy pressure.
And there's the offensive. Pacific's going to have a man up on the counter. The 2-on-1 opportunity coming down the pool.
7 all by herself for the shot. And it goes in, and we're tied at 1. Victoria Thomas, the sophomore from Kirpes, Hungary, able to equalize for the Tigers there, and we have a 1-1 tied game here in the first period.
Another exclusion call on the Tigers. This one's, looks like it's on number 12. Carolina Hovata. Lions on the power play, looking to convert.
Ball up top and then down to the wing.
Hana with a shot, just wide.
So the first 2 shots of this game finding the net, the third from the Lions going just wide.
Pacific on another counterattack.
And just like that, Pacific is up 2-0, and they're leading this title game early in the first period, 2-1. And LMU looking to answer back. Pacific doing a good job of finding open water.
It's a yellow card for number 5 on Pacific, Mariana Duarte. Not sure what that was for. Lions doing a good job of drawing early exclusion in this game. First 2 offensives, drawing exclusion.
Pacific Lions running a zone here. Looking inside. Good set pass. Backhand block by Alexis Hollenreich. Pacific ball.
So Pacific now with an opportunity to keep the momentum going. Under tough defense from the Lions.
Christmas draws the ordinary. Looking for the outlet.
Ball gets just past number 4.
Ball comes inside. Kicks it out to the top.
Open shot off the post. And Clara Wright narrowly avoiding disaster there, as Pacific could have easily gone up 3-1. LMU trailing by 1.
There's an offensive called. This one's on the Lions, number 7, Abby Gross.
Second offensive on the Lions so far.
And that's an exclusion. Looks like it's also going to be on the Lions. See a 3 on nobody with Claire. Claire makes a save.
Beautiful save there by number 1, Claire Wright. That's one of the reasons why she has such a high save percentage. 253 saves on 403 attempts. A 62.8 save percentage for Claire Wright, the senior goalkeeper from Ontario, Canada.
This will be a corner throw for the Pacific Tigers. Still on the power play.
So LMU able to disrupt the power play in the nick of time. Pacific still maintaining possession.
And that's a ball under. That's a turnover for the Pacific Tigers. Lions on the counter.
Great defensive stop by the Lions.
So Annika Armstrong now up top for the Lions. Takes it down to Villanova.
Villanova on the wing.
Villanova receiving some GCC recognition. More on that in a moment.
Takes the shot.
Shot away from the outside. Unable to convert, as Hollenreich was there for the stop. Now she sends it down to her offense.
No foul, no foul.
Ordinary drawn by number 7 there. Thomas on the shot. Another save for Claire Wright.
So Claire Wright in the right place at the right time. But Pacific having no trouble finding themselves open early in this game, and that is why they are leading 2-1.
There's an offensive. This one's called on the Tigers.
So 24 on the side for LMU.
It goes inside.
Inside pass.
Draws an exclusion. Number 7, Ivy Gross.
Now on the wing and back up
10
top.
on the power play. Draws a no-nay.
Back to the wing, low angle shot. She'll think about it and save from Pacific. Nice job there from Alexis Hollenrake. Hollenrake, the senior goalkeeper out of Redlands, California. Did at Redlands East Valley High School. And ready to wrap up her collegiate water polo career. But so too is
on the side. Lions crash. They pull off another steal.
That steal is by Hannah Villanova. Bringing it up. Good way to control that ball there. She could have gotten that one stolen. Inside pass.
There's an exclusion called. It looks like Hollenrake was going to get to that.
the Lions now with an opportunity and a man up.
Alish Gwynn excluded on that play.
Thinks about the shot from up top, decides not to, down to the wing. Back up top. Shot from the outside, Hollenrake gobbles that one up. And knocks out the power play. As Three rejoins the action.
Another exclusion that's been called on the Lions. Passaic will take the timeout and set up their offense.
So quick timeout here, poolside. We'll take a short break before returning to the action. We'll be right back with more coverage from the GCC Women's Water Polo Championship presented by LMU Sports Network. Welcome back to the beautiful campus of Loyola Marymount University, everybody. 2-1 is the score in favor of Pacific in this championship game. An exciting start so far.
And that'll make it goal Pacific. It looked like White got it off the goal line, but the ref sitting just on the end of the pool declared that it was a goal. That'll make it 3-1 Pacific with a minute left in this first period.
So just like that, the Tigers leading this championship game. Pacific coming into this game, the 1 seed. With a 15-7 record overall on the season. Taking care of GCC play, no problem, 7-0 so far. The Lions, on the other hand, with a 16-14 record, closer to 500 there, but 6-1 GCC play.
Another easy save for Hollenrake.
Pass down to the wing.
The Lions' only loss in conference play this season has come at the hands of Pacific. On March the 23rd, they dropped that game 11-6. Nice save there by Wright.
10 seconds left in this first period. Lions will look to get off a quick shot.
Heavy pressure there from Pacific, and that'll do it for the first period. So your score at the end of the first period, 3-1. What do you think's working so far for Pacific?
Well, they're really taking advantage of the power play opportunities. The Lions have drawn, if not more, exclusions on the Tigers, and somehow the Tigers are making a more efficient of their chances, and especially chances in front of goal. Claire Wright's played a great game, but a few of those shots, comes down to a really great offense by the Tigers.
Great counterattacks done by the Tigers. They've been able to push the ball up, get it to the wings, look inside, get those shots off that they need.
Well, 3-1 is your score after the first period. We'll be right back with more coverage from the GCC Women's Water Polo Championship game presented by the LMU Sports Network. Welcome back to Burns Rec Center, everybody. Burns Athletic Center, excuse me. 3-1 is your score. Pacific leads the LMU Lions. The Tigers on top so far. Both of these teams had a whole lot of success in the GCC and conference play as well as the regular season. A lot of GCC postseason award winners. More on that in a moment. As we get ready to start the second period. 8 fresh minutes on the clock, and here we go.
An exclusion call in the Tigers from the swim-off.
Number 5, Mariana Duarte excluded on that play.
That's the 5th exclusion on the Tigers. Lions need to make good chance out of this opportunity. Oh, no-look shot just off the top of the crossbar.
So fairly accurate there for a no-look and pretty low-angle shot there from the Lions. Pacific kicks it back up top for number 22 and now into the middle.
That's an inside move, draws the exclusion. Number 2, Truly Dorland.
So back up top, wide open on the wing. Now Delno takes the shot and it goes in The Tigers are up by 3. 4-1 is your score so far, and LMU in a bit of a downward spiral. A lot of game left, but it's much tougher to play catch up, especially in a game with as high stakes as this. So Pacific continuing to make their players available on the wings.
Another exclusion on the Tigers.
Number 22 excluded on that one, Rachel Krieger. Skip shot high, puts it in.
Katie Hungerford.
So LMU finally able to convert on the power play. They've cut the lead down by half, 4-2. Tigers still besting the Lions in this one, but LMU creeping back. We are, of course, at the beautiful campus of Loyola Marymount University here in Los Angeles, California.
And another exclusion called. This one on the lines.
So Pacific not too happy about that one. They get the call. Great ball movement for Pacific, and they strike again. Now leading by 3, 5-2.
A great assist there by Kira Christmas.
Pacific is fired up.
Finding your teammate inside the post.
And that's a very deadly spot to not be constantly aware of.
On the sidelines here, Joey Gullickson, the assistant coach, one of the assistant coaches for Pacific, absolutely ecstatic after the last Tigers goal.
Lions looking to bounce back.
Lions,
Hungerford in the quarter.
Lions facing a lot of pressure from up top today. Long arcing shot, no good. Pacific now with an opportunity to counter back.
Ordinary called. Christmas up top. It's the ball inside. Lions get the steal.
No call there, but James Graham not too happy. The Lions now with a chance, and Pacific takes it right back.
Abby Gross with a slip off the ball. Dropped immediately, giving the Pacific Tigers a
great counter opportunity.
So she gets Carolina, number 12, for Pacific, a chance.
Find your teammate up top. Ball gets inside, draws the ordinary.
10 seconds in the shot clock.
It was Carolina Blata that started.
Ball gets inside. And that's another steal. This one from Hannah Villanova.
And James Graham absolutely livid on the sidelines. Still no call. And Wright tosses it on down to the Lions offensive.
That's an offensive denying Abby Gross. And that's another offensive coming back for the Lions. This one on the Tigers. Lions will retain possession, but they need to make a pass to get the ball live.
Pass looking weak side, passes it inside. Gets the
Gets the shot off, save
off
the crossbar. It'll be a 2-meter throw for the Lions. Retain possession.
So a good shot there from LMU, close but no cigar. So both of these teams fighting for an opportunity here.
like we got a yellow card called on the Pacific head coach.
We've seen Kyle Witt be expressive, but not necessarily too loud. James Graham, on the other hand, quite a different story, as you can see by the past yellow card. LMU now with heavy pressure up top.
And that's the Lions on the power play. Got the exclusion.
Ball up top and now down to the wing. Quick ball movement from LMU. Now settling things and looking for a shot opportunity. Good defense by Pacific.
Fouls him on the outside. 15 on the shot clock. Tigers are now even.
Shot and just wide to the right side. The shot from LMU. Pacific will get the ball back. Here comes 22. That's Rachel Krager. And down to Kyra Christmas. More on her in a minute. The WCC Player of the Year. Excuse me, GCC Player of the Year.
Pass inside, backhand right at the goalie's chest. Easy save.
So perhaps that's a little bit of a momentum swing, something that the Lions can use to their advantage. Claire Wright able to gobble that one up and get it quickly back to the Lions offensive. A little bit of trouble here
on the perimeter.
Ordinary foul.
Another exclusion call on the Tigers. This one, number 10, and it looks like she might have been rolled. So she cannot play for the rest of the game.
Some confusion here, and James Graham is absolutely livid.
Timeout, LMU.
The timeout called by the Lions.
Stick around after this game for our trophy presentations, including the announcement of the
So your score remains at 5-2 in favor of Pacific. The Lions will talk things over real quick after an interesting call before we restart the action. We'll step aside real quick before we continue with more coverage of GCC water polo in the championship game. We are watching the LMU Lions Sports Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Returning to the action now. Lions ball from up top. Looking now from the wing. After a Lions timeout, shot from the outside, gobbled up by the Tigers. Pacific now with a chance to counter.
For an update, I think number 10 on the Tigers, it looked like she might have gotten rolled from the game, but on the board we have 2 ejections for number 10. She has 1 more ejection before she can be rolled.
So a shot there from Pacific, and Claire Wright watching it go outside, throws it on down. And still with the ball, and just as I say it, Pacific gets it back.
UOP pushing it up the right side.
Oh, Christmas.
Christmas, as we said, the GCC Player of the Year.
Another steal from the Lions. This one for Kiana Harpstrite.
Sophomore Kyra Christmas in the 2018 Golden Coast Conference Women's Water Polo Player of the Year after leading the Tigers to the regular season title. She leads this year's honorees as the conference announced the annual winners, as voted on by the league's 8 coaches on Tuesday, April the 24th, so not too long ago.
Ball gets inside, draws the exclusion line with another power play opportunity. Looking to convert.
Lions able to capitalize on the last power play, seeing if they can do it again now. Down by 3. Looks for the shot from the outside. That's where they took it last time. Across the water. Back and forth, a shot again off the crossbar. And LMU with a second chance.
Will be disallowed. She drew an ordinary foul before the shot came off.
So it will not count.
As we'll bring it back out of the goal. Look to make it live. Get off a shot opportunity.
This Lions showing they're not afraid of the garbage goal. Able to pick up the trash in the middle. Oh, it was a good shot opportunity from the outside there. Getting off the crossbar.
Villanova draws the foul just outside of 5 meters. This one's off the crossbar. 30 seconds left in this first half. Still 5-2, Tigers in the lead.
Winding down this first half. That's 5 up top instead of Christmas like we've seen. Christmas takes a lobbing shot and able to be knocked out there by Claire Wright.
Line by Claire Wright.
Very close. Just 6 seconds left here, and Wright might hold on to it before taking one last shot of her own. Lobs it up and just over the top of the crossbar. Your score after the first half is 5-2. So Pacific leads by 3. As this thing is half over. Pacific doing a good job so far of converting on shot opportunities. LMU looking for opportunities on the power play. What do you think is going to be the biggest thing that the Lions need to improve on going into the second half?
I think it's definitely converting on their power play opportunities. They've drawn significantly more ejections than the Tigers have on offense. And somehow the Tigers have been more efficient. They have 5 goals, Lions only have 2. So they really need to make use of all these ejections that they've been drawing. And that's really the only way they're going to get back into this game.
Absolutely. Both of these teams receiving GCC nods. The postseason voting from all 8 coaches in the GCC. All GCC first team, Hannah Villanova and Claire Wright, the junior and the senior, making their way onto the all GCC first team selections. All GCC second team, Morgan Malloy. And she's joined by Rachel Krieger from UOP. And then honorable mentions, Carolina Vlata from UOP, and then Daniela Hernandez from LMU. Of course, all GCC first team, Kyra Christmas, who is, again, the player of the year, along with Marina Duarte. So some high-powered teams here. Congratulations to everybody on receiving those GCC nods. Again, we've talked about Kyra Christmas. Will continue a little bit now. Christmas ranks tops on the squad in total points with 82 and assists with 32, ranking second and tied for 5th in the GCC respectively. She also ranks second on the team and 4th in the league with 50 goals. The Tigers entered the upcoming GCC championships at 15-7 overall and 7-0 in GCC play, ranking 7th in the latest national poll. We'll take a quick break before returning for the second half. You're watching Lions Water Polo on the LMU Sports Network. We'll be right back. Head coach Kyle Witt saying, this is your half. This is where you will win your title. LMU looking to overcome the 3-point deficit here in the second half. They've got plenty of time to do it as the Lions hop into the pool here. Pacific already in position and awaiting the start of the half. We'll get things rolling in just a moment here. Pacific leads 5-2. And be prepared for a hard-fought second half. The teams have switched sides, and we will get things rolling with another 16 minutes of action. And here we go.
Victoria Thomas for Pacific, swimming against Abby Gross for LMU. Gross gets the swim off, Lions in possession.
LMU doing a good job of grabbing possession first and trying to make their way up the pool now, under heavy pressure from the Tigers.
There's an exclusion, drawing the Tigers once again.
So LMU looked like they had an open shot right from up front there.
Gross passes it away.
But they're now on the power play and have a man up. Plenty of opportunity to make something happen. We've seen them be quick and snappy with the ball movement so far. Shot and a save. Pacific doing a good job in knocking out the power play there. Alexis Hollenrake doing a good job of denying potential Lions goal there, as Pacific is now struggling for traction. LMU's defense looking stronger than it did in the first half. Off the crossbar and a lucky break for the Lions. And now Claire Wright gets a chance to clear it down to her offense, number 24, Hannah Villanova. Under heavy pressure and fighting for it in the middle of the pool.
Ball gets inside. Lions draw another exclusion. This is the 12th exclusion of the game on the Tigers.
So LMU now with a great opportunity to close this lead down. Down by 3. Good ball movement so far around the outside.
There's a shot.
Looking for an open opportunity, and there it is.
Great
the Lions drop first blood in the second half. And only down by 2.
Great cross-cage shot there.
That's what the Lions needed. They needed to convert on one of their power plays. Let's see if this builds momentum for the rest of the game.
You guys mentioned at the end of the first half that was going to be a big key for the Lions, and they seem to be making good on their promises from halftime and trying to do everything they can to maximize the opportunities they're given. Doing a great job of it there, as they're able to convert on the power play. Pacific's given them plenty of opportunities to do that so far.
Ordinary foul.
Christmas up top, looking for the foul.
They're trying to show hands there. Doesn't want to draw that foul, give it that free shot.
So Christmas's cap falling down.
And that's an exclusion called on the Lions, number 3, Daniela Hernandez.
Pacific now looking to increase their lead.
Big fake by Christmas. And the shot saved by Wright.
Great save by Wright. Christmas goes and chases it, her cap floating. And now finally a goal there by the Tigers off the power play. So LMU struck and the Tigers struck right back, 6-3. So an action-packed half as promised. Both of these teams fighting tooth and nail, or claw I should say in this case, the Lions and the Tigers. 6-3 in favor of Pacific. They'll make a couple changes and get things rolling again.
Goal, Pacific, number 12, Carolina Alvada.
Number 12 for Pacific. And Truly Dolan also checking in for the Tigers. And LMU gets a chance to start things off here with number 14, Kiana Hamstripe, to try to start things off for the Lions up top. Getting some strong encouragement from the fans. This is their home pool. LMU with the home field advantage. And they came out fired up after halftime and struck first.
Ten seconds left in the shot clock.
5 to shoot, 4 to shoot. Up top, Clearwater shoots. And a good save there. The Tigers and Alexis Hollenreich able to make the save. The Pacific now up top, struggling for position. Ball inside, taken away by the Lions. Great defensive play there from LMU, and Claire Wright able to get the ball back and into the hands of her team.
Good inside pass. Gets the 5 meter.
And that'll be a penalty shot for the Lions.
Great job by Abby Gross.
It looks like that's a red card for one of the Pacific assistant coaches.
We've seen already a yellow card for James Graham, who had a couple of words to say to the referee, and it is a red card indeed. That will be Joey Gullickson, his 3rd year as assistant coach, and he's done for the day. And a goal for the Lions, now only down by 2. The Lions fans and the Lions bench are fired up. So LMU hanging in there, 6-4. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd period. And LMU creeping ever closer to the Pacific Tigers, who went on a roll in the first 2, and LMU has so far outscored the Tigers here in the 3rd period, 2-1.
That's an exclusion called on the Lions. Tigers on the power play.
Exclusion on number 14, Kiana Hartstrike.
And Christmas takes the shot and scores. And it seems that every time the Lions inch closer, Pacific strikes right back right away. And that is why Kyra Christmas is the GCC Player of the Year. Chance of LMU. LMU coming from the bleachers now. LMU down but never out of this one. They've done a good job of answering back. A very back and forth half, a much different half than what we saw in the 1st and 2nd periods. A tied half so far. Your final your score overall 7-4 in favor of the Tigers. High arcing shot there over the crossbar. And Hollenrake tries to get it down. The Tigers pass to the inside. LMU looking for the takeaway. And it looks like they've got it.
Lions are on the counter.
Man up.
A player. So it'll be 5-on-5 offense for the Lions.
And the same shot we just saw draws a sigh from Kyle Witt. As she looked to be in good position, just the shot not quite enough mustard on it. But LMU are taking shots nonetheless.
This ball gets inside.
And another fantastic takeaway from the Lions. Same situation. A nice job there defensively by LMU.
Ball with Hannah Villanova in the corner, draws the foul. Looking for the pass.
Great lock-off defense by Pacific here. Really making the Lions struggle to find a good pass.
Rough play in the middle, trying to get it into clear water. Pacific gobbles it up, and they'll take possession. Number 10 in the black cap. Getting it on down to Hollendrake. He clears it out to 22 on the side. That's Rachel Krieger. He drives up the right side.
Well, gets inside. Lions do a good job crashing and retain the ball.
The LMU, 3 Pacific possessions in a row, have done a great job of collapsing into the middle and taking away an opportunity from the Tigers. LMU fighting back, 7-4. We'll take a quick timeout before returning to the action. You're watching LMU Lions Women's Water Polo in the GCC Championship title game here on the LMU Sports Network. We'll be right back. Seven to 4, your score here in favor of Pacific, but LMU only down by 3. After a quick timeout, Kyle Witt has got a plan drawn up. LMU will have possession. Claire Wright getting it on down to Katie Hungerford. She draws it over to the wing. That's Daniela Hernandez, back to Hungerford. A missed pass, perhaps, down the side and fighting for position. Holland Drake is out of the goal. And on down to Pacific. Pacific has the numbers as they drive up the right side. Number 4 looking for the shot, and Claire Wright denying the opportunity. Fantastic, as that ball was headed for the top right corner. Wright doing a good job of disrupting another potential Pacific goal. She's taking her time. And she'll hold it and throw one more final shot on down to Holland Drake for the end of the third period. An exciting back and forth third period. Pacific 7, LMU 4. Been back and forth. But LMU able to come out firing after halftime. We'll see if they can do it again here in the penultimate period. We'll take a quick break before returning to the action. You're watching Lions Water Polo on the LMU Sports Network, the GCC title game. We'll be right back. Welcome back poolside here. 7-4 your score so far. Looks like number 7 for LMU. That's Abby Gross. Throwing some ice on her nose. Hopefully she's all right. Returns to the pool, no problem. And we get ready for 8 more minutes here in the 4th and final period. LMU down by 3, but they were able to strike first in the 3rd period. Both such highly competitive teams able to enjoy a high degree of success in the GCC this year. Pacific able to go 7-0 in conference, and LMU 6-1. Their only loss coming, of course, to UOP. And here we go. Pacific gets possession first, and they'll start things off. So Victoria Thames able to start things off for the Tigers, and the Lions trying to put the pressure on. They did a good job in the 3rd period of racking up the takeaways from the middle. And trying to create as much pressure as they can. And right on cue, Claire Wright and the Lions defense manage a good defensive takeaway and start things down on the right side for LMU. So lob pass to the wing. Now to the inside, opportunity there. Pacific crashes, LMU gets it right back out.
Abby Gross up top. 4 seconds left in the shot clock. Takes a lob shot. Good reach by the goalie. Able to block that one from getting it.
Pretty well placed.
Offensive call in the Tigers.
So Kyle Witt on top of it with the eagle eye, able to catch that one there, and will give the Lions another opportunity as they lob one in, and just like that, the Lions strike back. 7-5, LMU only down by 2. So they get the ball rolling again.
Looks like that happened from a little bit of a miscommunication between the ref and the player. She decided she wanted to go out if she got kicked out. Ultimately left the player right over on the weak side of the pool to get an open lob shot right in the cage.
LMU able to take advantage, and good job with the lob shot there. Well placed. Didn't have to put too much on it. And she was able to place it accurately in goal, and that was all that mattered ultimately. Christmas under pressure now from the Lions and Katie Hungerford. Hard shot there off the crossbar.
It looks like number 24, Hannah Villanova, was ejected for being too close to the shooter after she has drawn the foul. Pacific will take a timeout to set up their offense.
So timeout for Pacific after the Lions draw first blood. The Lions with their claws out. 7-5. 6 minutes and 42 seconds to go. Quick timeout. We're right back to the action. And Hollenrake will get a chance to start things off here for Pacific. Things about the shot from up top, number 5, down to Christmas. Pacific definitely favoring the right side today. Christmas again drops lower down to the wing. And they're trying to set Christmas up. Christmas now with the assist for number 22. It's Rachel Krieger. Pacific answers right back. And goes right back up by 3. So each time LMU closes, Pacific able to answer right back within about a minute or so. We've seen that for the last 6 goals. Lions fans cheering on their home team here as we are on the LMU campus. Pacific taking charge of this ball game so far, 8-5, but the Lions striking back. Able to come out both of the periods here in the second half, able to come out striking first. And looking to do it again. Some smart and opportunistic play has been the key for the Lions today.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
Off the crossbar again for the Lions as they eat up the shot clock. Trying to get things rolling. Now they'll have to make another defensive stand. There to keep this thing alive.
Ball pushed down to the wing. Drives up top, trying to get some openings.
Ball just past the reach of number 10, and now 12 with it. Into the middle. Shot clock winding down, and just over the head of Wright. And she'll be upset about that one as she was in perfect position. I think she just happened to reach up her hand at the wrong moment. It went just over her fingertips, and LMU down by 4. Looking to re-strategize here. So a timeout called for the Lions. They'll want to talk things over. So quick and opportunistic goal there from Pacific. I think it was just wrong place, wrong time for Clara Wright. We'll step aside and we'll take a quick break before returning to the action. You're watching the WCC title game here on the LMU Sports Network. We'll be right back. LMU ball back to the action here. 30 seconds on the shot clock for the Lions. They're looking to answer back as they're down by 4. Ball into the middle. Good defensive pressure from Pacific, who takes the ball away. And Pacific definitely in control of this ball game so far as they lead 9-5. LMU looking to overcome the 4-goal deficit here. Pacific now finally gets it down to the wing to number 4 and into the middle where LMU crashes. It'll stay with Pacific. Timeout called.
Timeout, Pacific.
The timeout called by Pacific. So 2 quick timeouts. Both of these teams recruiting heavily on the international front.
A big thank you to Cap 7, our official sponsor
5 of the starters for Pacific are from outside of the United States, from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Mariana Duarte. From Carapes, Hungary, Victoria Thames. From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the GCC Player of the Year, Kyra Christmas. And Rachel Krieger from Regina Sac, Canada. LMU no stranger to overseas recruiting as well. Claire Wright, who's had a rough go of it today, but has ultimately been there in the right place when it counts. From Lindsay, Ontario, Canada. From Perth, Australia is Abby Gross. And from Kailua, Hawaii is Kiana Hamstripe. And Barcelona, Spain, Hannah Villanova. So we'll get things rolling here again. Helen Rake starting things off for the Tigers. Down at the wing. The Pacific looking to extend their lead, possibly beyond 4. LMU doing all they can to disrupt the path of travel for the ball, and unfortunately not enough as Pacific strikes again. There's number 5, Mariana Duarte from Sao Paulo, Brazil, the sophomore. Less attended Puerto Domu in Sao Paulo. 4 minutes and 11 seconds to go. We'll have number 4 check back in. It's Alish Gwynn. But the Lions now with a chance to answer back. 24, Hannah Villanova up top. Gets it on down to the wing. And LMU looking to attack now, because they've been doubled up by the Tigers. We've seen that LMU can score when it counts, and they have today. Shot from the outside and in, right on cue. And just like that, Abby Gross from Perth, Australia, who last attended UCSB, the transfer student. LMU happy to have her here in her sophomore year. Converts from way outside. And nicely done there for LMU. Able to bring the lead back down within 4. So LMU clawing to the nail here. And they are not out of this game. LMU wants this GCC championship as much as ever. Both of these teams coming off tremendous winning streaks. LMU off a 4-game win streak, and Pacific off a 5-game win streak coming into this game. Both of these teams have one more game after this. For LMU, it'll be Santa Clara. Excuse me, they already played at Santa Clara. And Pacific already played at Concordia earlier in this tournament. Shot off the crossbar. Three minutes even to go. Wright gets it down to number 7. And Abby Gross driving in. The team fights for position inside. Thinks about the shot. Good defense from Pacific. Clears it out up top. So takes it on the side again. Thinks about shooting again. Fighting for position. Double teamed. Loose ball.
Draws the exclusion.
Lions need one here. Good ball movement so far. Thinking about the shot from the outside again. Back down to the wing on the right side. Across the pool. Just a bit too far. That could have been a great shot opportunity. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. LMU is going to need to strike quick. Kyle Witt saying go, go, go. Hunger forward with 3 to shoot. Lobs one up towards the crossbar, no good. So it'll go back to Pacific with 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to be exact. And Pacific gonna try to eat clock as much as they can here. 30 seconds on the shot clock. And LMU pressuring to the outside. Of course, it leaves them more vulnerable down below, but gives them a better opportunity of getting the ball when they need it. And now, as they try a defensive stand here, leaving Christmas wide open in the middle. Trying to avoid the 3-on-2 situation. Shot there, gobbled up by Clara Wright. She's really coming clutch when it counts today for the Lions. All alone, looking for an opportunity.
Gross draws the foul.
Back up top to 24. Big back and forth play. Open for the shot, collapsed quickly. And a goal line save there for Pacific. 60 seconds left. And LMU pushing and fighting with everything they've got. And Pacific now gonna try to eat clock for the remaining 48 seconds if they've got 18 to shoot. Christmas now with the ball, who's been deadly for the Tigers today. LMU looking for the takeaway, and they've got it. So driving now quickly. Hana Villanova's got good position. Sweeps it out to the wing. Thinks about the shot from the outside. Lobs it in, no good. So was in good position, just a bit too far to the left, and ended up outside of the crossbar. Christmas now trying to delay as much time as possible. 13 seconds to go. Five to go. 4, 2, 1, and that'll do it. And Pacific wins the GCC women's water polo title as they jump into the pool, coaches and all.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Lions, after a hard-fought battle, unfortunately come up short. Your final score, 10-6. The Lions doing everything they could, but not enough to stop the Pacific Tigers. LMU came out firing in all cylinders in both the third and fourth period here, and scored 2 quick goals, and every opportunity they had, they tried to get the job done. Unfortunately, not enough today against a team like Pacific. It is tough. LMU's only loss in conference before this game was against Pacific. LMU unfortunately coming up short today, 10-6. A fantastic season for both of these teams nonetheless. And Pacific celebrating. We'll wrap things up here. We thank you for joining us here today for this GCC championship game. You've been watching women's water polo, the GCC title game. Final score again, 10-6. It's been a pleasure. We thank you for joining us here on behalf of Daniel Roth and Tyler Haw, excuse me. I'm Jonathan Grace. Thank you for joining us on the LMU Sports Network. Have a good one.